So, you've probably been hearing a lot about Sea of Thieves this past week. If you haven't, well, the short story is, it's this upcoming cartoon pirate game from Rare that has a lot of potential. I've been in the alpha and also played the beta, and I thought I would give my opinion on it now the beta is over. It's going to be released as a shared platform experience between PC and Xbox on March 20th, 2018. First of all, Sea of Thieves beta is one of the polished betas I've ever been in. It ran smooth, almost lag-free and disconnect-free. I've played both as a single player and as a team of 4, and I have to say, this test has been a blast. It's been fun, and I want to thank almost everyone I played with. You might think, why only some? Well, when you have a game with always enabled microphone on as a standard, you get all the people who do 20 things while playing game, not thinking about other people actually can hear them. And I've heard everything from crying babies, dark barking, and that occasionally kid yelling after his mom while playing. And it sucks. I'm sorry, it does. So please turn on push to talk as a standard in games, and for the love of God, give me an option to rebind push to talk in the game. And while I'm at it, I'm sorry, if you got a baby awake, you probably shouldn't be sitting at the computer for several hours anyway. To be honest here, Sea of Thieves is really hard to play with people who are not using a microphone. You can use the in-game automatic chat commands, but oh my god, they work not that well. First you have to hold down G on the keyboard, and then if you want to say something else, you press F while you're holding down G. Seriously, think about doing this in a fight. You can of course rebind to other keys, but it will still be an issue. I'm expecting this to be easier on an Xbox controller, but still in my opinion not optimal. Also, depending on where you are on the ship, you get different chat commands, which is good thinking. It's just not really working that well for me. And I've tried, believe me, I've tried. The first 2 hours of gameplay, my microphone didn't work properly, so tried the game without it, and it was just not really fun. So hard to engage with my fellow pirates. The game is beautiful, it really is. The sounds are nice, even though it's this cartoonish world, which I don't normally like. I was impressed by a lot of the graphics. There were some odd pixelated things here and there, but other than that, I think it was a really good experience. I only had one glitch, which was one of my fellow pirates who fell through the world while picking up a chest on a rock. It happens. Now for the people who don't know so much about this game, it's basically a game where you are supposed to make yourself a famous pirate legend. You can do that in several ways. In the beta you only have one option, but we're expecting to see at least 2 more ways you can get quests in. The one we got to play as was the Treasure Hunter quest. That gave you different quests, some riddles where you had to play music at a specific place, etc, etc. The longer the quest, the harder it's supposed to be. The 2 other I believe are going to be a collector type quest where you get told to find a particular animal or deliver something to a location. And the last one is a pirate hunter quest. I'm guessing you're going to be able to hunt for NPC pirates that way. It's a bit sad that they didn't give us the option to try them out. While you're on your travels, you can stumble on shipwrecks and other treasure on islands as well. So there's plenty of ways to actually find treasure. You can even get drunk on grog and puke on your fellow teammates, which I've tried like several times now. You might be thinking, what do we do with all the money we earn? Well, you spend it to level up so you can get more difficult quests that give you better rewards. And you buy cosmetics. Yes, there's no way to buy anything that gives you an advantage in Sea of Thieves. You can't buy a better gun, or a ship, or even a better bucket. It's all cosmetics, and to be honest, I think that's pretty bold, since player progression and buying new and better stuff is something players are usually accustomed to. There's no player housing, owning land, owning buildings, or pets either. From what we know, it's only clothing, equipping, and maybe ship customization that you can change. In the beta, it's not even possible to change your starting appearance. I am however expecting that to at least be an option because it's stated on their homepage. Now one of the things a pirate do is killing other pirates and taking their loot, and Sea of Thieves definitely has that. When you are lucky enough to find someone, that someone won't try and run away from you, or you won't get that tense small ship against your galleon again. Then the fun can begin. R. Finding someone to battle can actually be a little hard in Sea of Thieves, so I really hope they do increase the server population. Don't get me wrong, the combat is fun, is chaos, and shooting yourself out of a cannon to board the other team's ship is a blast, it really is. But as much fun as it is, it also quickly becomes a bit of a drag killing the same people over again, because they keep respawning in the same location and killing your teammates trying to get that loot back you stole. But because your own ship might be damaged, or you're trying to turn to get the wind, you'll be a sitting duck for several respawns of that player you just killed. Even though you've blown up their ship, they'll still respawn in the same location in the water and can just swim onto your ship and start murdering you. That part is just not fun for anyone. The same thing is the player who only 1 or 2 on their ship. They get murdered by people of 3 and 4 all the time. Those with the bigger group can also just keep spawn killing you because, well, that's what some people do. Unless you get to that little mermaid that make you respawn in a new location, or you quit the server and spawn again, that is. And speaking about annoying people, there's no way to kick a griefer off your team. No way. You can put the guy into the brig, which hurts your own team because you're only 3 people on your crew instead of 4 then, and there's no friendly fire, but they can still pick up your cannonballs and fire them away, take your chests and throw them overboard, and even explode the exploding barrels on your ship and possibly sink your ship with all your treasure on it. Will always be those people, and that's why we need a vote to kick option. If you have 10 chests on your ship and are unlucky enough to get a 4th team member who just wants to ruin everything, you don't just start over because, yes, you guessed it, if you don't turn in your chest, you get nothing, nada, niche, not even 5% of the loot or anything. If the chest is lost, no matter how, it's lost. If you disconnect with 50 chests on your ship, well, tough luck, my friend. It's all gone. The upside of this is you can spawn into a group who has collected maybe 10 chests themselves minutes before they hand them in, and you'll just collect on that sweet booty as well. Because the system does not check to see if you actually participated on getting the loot, so I'm going to be the first one to call out that this system will probably get abused with people joining, looking to see how many chests you got, and then just wait for the turn in and then leave again. Rinse and repeat. Now, as I said earlier, I had fun playing Sea of Thieves. It's so crazy running around with a good team where everyone is speaking the same language and wants to play together. It's fun, but I'm worried about the longevity of that said fun because, let's face it, finding loot, turn in loot, find new loot, turn that in gets really boring really fast. And mixing it up with take this chest and move it from location A to location B does not sound like that much more fun. And with a price tag of $90, 70 euros or 65 pounds, depending on your location, I would really expect something more from this game, and the developer at Rare might be delivering it. We don't know, because they haven't shown us that much more than we've seen in the beta. Even with all that fun, I'm just not really convinced that the game is worth it, because with that price tag, I want a AAA game. I do, however, have my hopes up. I want this game to succeed, so I really hope there's more than one or big sea monsters you can fight, some ship cosmetics, more tunes you can play. No, I want to see more ship types, faster ships with fewer cannons, bigger ship with more cannons, underwater caves, and more water exploring, more weapons, traps, explosions, more explosions, weather systems, more than just rain and lightning, whales, dolphins, fishing, and so much more, because it's all about your journey in Sea of Thieves, and if it's not enough to do on your journey, I believe people won't bother playing after a couple of months. But what do you think? Tell me what you think. I really want to know, did you play Sea of Thieves? What did you think about the beta? Do you think I'm right about my arguments in this video, or do you think it's completely rubbish? You know, I would like to hear from other people, because in Sea of Thieves I think that so many people have gotten a really good experience and some are more worried than others. Again, please comment, and in this age of YouTube 2018, I would really love a subscribe from you if you just slightly enjoy watching my videos. Thank you for watching, Pirate.